Welcome to Zenscope. Our story today is based on a survival thriller where our lead actor faces some dangerous things present in the Pacific Ocean. No one knows how long they will be able to survive underwater. So the story starts from the airport. Passengers are boarding the Vista airline flight, which is going to Los Cabos via lake to board it. One of these passengers is Ava, who is the daughter of a big politician. Ava is going to visit Los Cabos with her friend Kyle and boyfriend Jet. Now, Ava's boyfriend, Brandon, is also present here with her. Seeing this, Jet gets a little offended because they're going on a vacation. Actually, Ava's dad is very worried about her. That is why he never lets her go alone. However, she herself also likes to be with Brandon because she has been with him since childhood. Now, when it is time to board the flight, Ava makes Brandon sit in the front and goes to sit in the back with Jade and Kyle. A little girl named Rosa was also present in the same flight, who was traveling with her grandparents. Now on the way, Rosa's teddy falls, which Ava finds and gives it back, and in this way a lovely bond is formed between them. Well, now the flight starts, and flight attendant Danny starts giving rescue instructions to everyone because it was his job. While seeing all this, Kaylee makes fun of her a lot. Now here I don't know why Ava is not feeling good from the beginning. Well, in a short while, their plane starts flying over the Pacific Ocean. Then suddenly there is some vibration in the plane, due to which all the passengers get a little scared. Then they're told that a flock of birds has collided with the plane, so do not panic. After some time, Rose sees that the engine of the plane is slowly catching fire, and in no time the whole plane starts vibrating. Then suddenly a piece of metal comes from outside, due to which a part of the plane breaks, and strong winds start coming in. Due to this hole, some passengers fly out in it. After this, the whole plane falls over the Pacific Ocean, and in a short while the plane starts going into the depths of the sea. Seeing all this, Ava loses her senses. Now, the plane starts filling with water from the front side, and the passengers start drowning. After getting some depth, the plane stops on a stable platform. At that time, only Ava, Kyle, Jade, and flight attendant Danny are left behind. They think that all the people sitting in the front have died, but then suddenly Rosa comes out from the front, and Brandon also comes behind her with his grandmother. Danny immediately starts giving CPR to the grandmother because her body was filled with water. Now, when she does not regain consciousness for some time, everyone thinks that maybe she is dead, but then suddenly she starts breathing and she regains consciousness. As soon as she wakes up, she asks about her husband, but friends, he is already dead. Then Brandon asks Danilo to bring the oxygen cylinders present in the flight, but those cylinders are empty, and seeing all this, Danilo gets very angry with his staff, but what can he do? Then Jet says that he took the oxygen cylinder from the hands of a passenger sitting in the front. I had seen an oxygen cylinder. Hearing this, Brandon goes to get that cylinder. Then Grandma asks Brandon to bring her husband's cab too, so that she can keep it with her as a last memento. After all this, Brandon goes to the front of the flight and gets both the oxygen cylinder and the cap. But then a tiger shark attacks him. Actually, the shark had entered the plane because of a hole in the flight. On the other side, Ava is waiting for Brandon to return. After some time, when Brandon returns, he gives them his stuff. He tells Ava not to panic, as the rescue team will reach there in a short while. But then suddenly the shark pulls Brandon into the water. Seeing all this, the rest of the people are left breathless. They do not understand what has just happened. Here, above the water, the rescue team comes in a chopper and starts looking for the passengers of the plane. But they cannot see anything because the entire plane has sunk into the sea. Grandma, who is a nurse, is also inside the plane. They bandage Kyle's broken hand because a lot of blood was coming out of it, and then suddenly they feel vibrations in the plane again. Everyone starts getting more scared due to this. Then Ava says that she believes Brandon, the rescue team, must be coming, so they should wait. Now here that plane was actually standing on an underwater rock base. Now is slipping from that place. In a short while the plane slips rapidly and comes to the end of the rock, due to which now the water has come deeper inside. If that plane falls from that rock, then all of them will go into the depth of the sea from where it will be impossible to escape, which means that they will have to get out of there. But the question was how, because there were sharks outside, and they are waiting for that opportunity when they come out and they can make them their food. Now here Anna tells everyone that they have to somehow distract those sharks. First of all, they have to find some scuba suits for everyone so that they can get out of here. Everyone feels that they will not be able to get out from there. Then Ava goes to the washroom, and there are many sharks. She cries because perhaps she herself was not sure that she will be able to survive or not. Somehow, she will have to convince the rest of the people that they will all be saved, because if she does not do so, everyone will lose their courage and will be killed here. On the other hand, people from the chopper are still searching for that plane. Then suddenly they see some parts of the plane above the water, which gives them an idea that maybe the plane has completely sunk. That is why they send 2 divers down to inspect that area, and in a short time those divers also see the plane, and at the same time Rosa sees those divers coming from a distance, and everyone becomes happy after seeing them. With the help of the plane window, the driver assures them that they will save them, but then the passengers see that there is a shark behind the driver. They also try to tell about the danger through that gesture, but by then the shark kills him, while the other driver who had come near the hull of the plane is also killed and eaten by the shark. Seeing all this, the hope of those people decreases even more. Now after this, Ava and Zed put the diver's luggage in the plane. They try to look for it, then suddenly Zed falls in the water. At first he acts as if he is not coming out, due to which everyone gets a little scared. But as soon as he tries to come out, a shark attacks him, and everyone saves him and brings him out of the water. But the shark had taken away one of his legs by then. A lot of blood was coming out of his injured leg, which Grandma immediately tries to bandage. Now, due to the leg being dislocated, Zed's body loses a lot of blood, and now he also goes into shock. Haiba tries to convince him that nothing will happen to him, and they will save him. But then Danilo says that there were some driving jackets in the luggage area, and one of its hatches was in the same air pocket where all of them were trapped. Now hearing this, Ava takes a red torch and goes out to search for that luggage. Then suddenly the light of the torch stops appearing, due to which everyone thinks that maybe Ava also did not survive, but then she comes out with that driving bag, seeing which everyone goes crazy with happiness. There are only 4 jackets in that scuba bag, which are enough for everyone. But in the meantime, Zed leaves this world. Seeing this, Ava becomes sad and starts crying because she had seen many dreams with him which will probably never be fulfilled. Seeing all this, Grandma explains to Ava that she was the main player of that group. Actually, Ava lost her mother in her childhood, and today, in a few moments, she lost her best friend Brandon and her boyfriend Jet. She is thinking all this when once again the plane starts vibrating. Actually, that part of the plane which was hanging outside the rock is now slowly breaking due to sea pressure, due to which they have to get out of here as soon as possible, or else they will all go into the deep sea. Now here Ava explains to everyone that they have to create bubbles and keep the sharks away, because they have only 2 oxygen cylinders, and because of this, they will give one to Rosa, and they will manage with the other one. All of them have to get out of the front hole of the plane somehow, and after this, they have to press the red switch in the jacket. Due to all these things, Kyle is very scared. He knew that he would not be able to do this. Even after that, Ava tries to convince him, while Grandma asks Ava to take care of Rosa, because they had accepted their destiny. She knew that they will slow down the speed of their group, due to which they decided to stay there. In the meantime, the front part of the plane completely breaks and separates and starts going deeper into the water. Seeing this, Ava goes ahead with Rose and Danilo and Kylar following her. Then suddenly Kyle starts getting scared, and he comes back into the air pocket. Now Danilo also comes back to convince him, but at this time suddenly a shark attacks Kyle, seeing which Danilo immediately comes back to Ava and Rose. Now before going out of the plane, Danilo and Ava take oxygen from the oxygen cylinder, and Ava asks Rose to go ahead with Danilo. Now, in the hole of the plane coming out of the plane, Danilo and Rose press their red switch and start going out. Then suddenly the whole plane starts going down rapidly, on which Eva tries to get out. On the way, she finds a shark which was moving towards her, but she stands very calm, due to which the shark goes to the other side from there. Now, as soon as the plane is going into the deep sea, Eva is also being pulled backwards, and with great difficulty, she is able to exit the plane and comes out from there. After this, she tries to come up, but she does not have an oxygen cylinder at that time, due to which all the oxygen in her body is exhausted in the middle. She becomes unconscious, and after some time, suddenly she regains consciousness, and she was out of the water. At that time, she tries to call Danny and Rosa, but no one is. there on which she feels that maybe they have been eaten by a shark, but then suddenly that rescue chopper comes there, and finally Eva is rescued. In that chopper, our friends Rosa and Danilo was already present, and everyone is very happy to see each other when Rosa returns to her village. When Rand asks about her mother, Ava tells her the truth, due to which she becomes very sad, but because of Ava's bravery, they were saved today. Otherwise, it was impossible to get out of that plane. And with this, the story ends here. Well, this is a very interesting story. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Thanks a ton for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.